wear my grandma's clothes. I look incredible. I make 'em prettier. You'll see in this video. Hi there! This is my grandma's big floral dress that we will make into a slightly tinier dress. It's basically just a piece of cloth folded over and stitched at the sides, so the dress we're making is almost from scratch. First, I measured 27 inches from the bottom and cut that out. Now we have a top piece and the bottom piece. Let's start with the bottom piece. I seam ripped the sides to separate the front and the back pieces. For the front piece, I stitched a loose basting stitch along the top, leaving some thread to pull on. Taking one thread, I started gathering the fabric until it's half of my waistline, with seam allowance. I placed the front and back pieces right sides together and stitched the sides. For the top, I created these measurements for the front and back pieces. These already have seam allowance. Then I drew the pieces on the fabric and cut them out. So these are all the pieces I have for the top. To assemble it, I pinned and sewed the 3 front panels together first. Then, I attached the front piece to the back piece right sides together. Once you're happy with the top, it's time to attach it onto the bottom skirt piece. Hem the raw edges on top. Next, I cut a piece of elastic 14 inches long and sewed it onto the back right where the top and bottom pieces connect. Don't forget to stretch while you sew. My top was a bit too big, so I took in 1 inch from each side. For the straps, I cut 2 rectangles, 18 inches long and 4 inches wide. Like all the straps we've made here, fold them right sides together, sew them and turn them inside out. After that, attach the straps onto the top, making sure they're evenly spaced out. You can stop there, but I wanted to add pockets, aka 2 extra hours. It was my first time and it was not easy. First, I figured out where I wanted to put them and how long I want the opening to be. With some lining fabric I already had, I took the opening measurement and created a pocket shape like so. I also realized I was drawing it the wrong way. I added some seam allowance and cut 4 of those pocket shapes out. I stitched along the curve, leaving about a ½ inch from the top. Then I trimmed down the excess fabric. Now for the hard part. I seam ripped the dress where I marked the pocket holes. I pinned one side of the pocket onto one side of the dress, struggling of course, and sewed that down. Somehow I did the same thing to the other side, top stitched it, and did that 2 more times with the second pocket. But you know what? These pockets were worth it.